up until the late 1800s, and actually it spilled over into the 1900s. Okay? How was a grand jury, Citizens Grand Jury, formed? You know how it actually came together? Does anybody know? A Citizens Grand Jury. This is all community. Y'all all live in College Station? Right. Everybody? Brian? Okay. So, you know that you believe a crime has been committed. You're all neighbors. You know each other, right? You know, you're all neighbors. You live in the same community. You think a crime's been committed. You would form together on your own to create a Citizens Grand Jury. This is just to do the investigative work to find out if you had enough evidence showing that there was a crime committed. Okay? You had the power to subpoena out of a Citizens Grand Jury. You could subpoena for evidence. I need this document. I need whatever I need. I need to talk to this person. I'd subpoena somebody in to come and talk to us to make sure that there was enough evidence to show that a crime had been committed to move it forward into the system. That is the purpose of a Citizens Grand Jury. Our beautiful American Bar Association, if anybody's a lawyer in here, huh? Okay, American Bar Association, God bless them, and our judicial system decided to go ahead, well, we want to pull them together when we want them, okay? So they set up their own guidelines where they would send out a notice for jury requests, okay? That did not stop the legitimate right of everybody in this room to get together for a Citizens Grand Jury. All it is it became a procedure that they went through. They didn't annul. You can't stop the people. You are the sovereigns. You can come together and get us. It's in the Constitution. It's part of your Fifth Amendment rights to pull together a Citizens Grand Jury for crimes that you think have been committed. Now, you could do this for any purpose, okay? It has just been kind of forgotten because we got so used to waiting for, you know, hey, how many of y'all have been on a jury? How many have been at jury duty? Quite a few. Okay. So you just kind of go, you don't even think about it until you get notified that you want to have jury duty, right? Am I correct? Everybody, it just never is on our minds. We've just gotten so used to this, we don't do it until we're called. Okay? Or you receive this notice in the mail. So, what has happened is this. Remember, we never lost that. Never lost that. Now, this Citizens Grand Jury, let's just say that there's 25 people. It requires 25 people, and normally you have a few alternates. Okay? But 25 people for a Citizens Grand Jury. We have 25 people in here right now, and you knew that a crime had just been committed out here on George Bush, right? A piece of property was just damaged. Somebody ran into, knocked a telephone pole over. It doesn't matter where it is. You could right now sit down here and say, okay, we're going to come together with a Citizens Grand Jury. When you do that, you swear an oath. Okay? And what is your oath? Same thing, Tate. What is your oath? Preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution. You have to know your rights, and you have to know that the Constitution has no implied powers. This is exactly the box that we built, and so that way we don't step out and violate somebody else's rights. See what I'm saying? So you swear an oath too. But you could, right here in this room, say, okay, we've got that. Now, let's compile the evidence. Well, I saw this. You take witnesses. You find anybody, and you get it by sworn affidavit, right? Sworn affidavit. You put that stuff together, and then you come up together, and everybody together votes on this stuff. They look it over the evidence, and they decide, okay, do we go forward with this or not? Okay? When you go forward with it, it's called a true bill. Okay? A true bill just says, and remember, you haven't judged anything at this point. Okay? That's not your place. It's not your purpose. When a Citizens Grand Jury comes out with a true bill, so there is enough evidence to move forward, they hand a presentment, straight out of the Constitution. Okay? They hand a presentment to the prosecutor and says, we've got enough evidence and we want you to prosecute. It is the obligation under the oath. Gotta love this oath once you start really getting this. Under the oath that the prosecutor takes, he cannot refuse